odour control products are a huge business, and it's not surprising to see why. 85% of people said that their first impression would be a positive one if they entered a place of work or a home and it smelled good. In today's vlog, I am going to be cleaning up the Hayley's Health headquarters with you beautiful people, and we are going to be going through my favourite products to make your home or your workplace or your car or wherever you want to use it smell fresh. Okay guys, so here we are in the kitchen. So most kitchens, because where you're cooking and you might use like onions and garlics, we all know that I am a keen cooker. I am literally like MasterChef the professionals. It's just a fact. I do enjoy cooking, especially when it is couples cooking and I rope Robbie the Ranger in on the act. So the kitchen can sometimes smell just like food, and I don't like that. I am not keen runner bean. So what's a really important thing to do in the kitchen is to make sure that all your surfaces have been cleaned down and are nice and sterile. That is going to get rid of any of the bad odours, any bacteria that's going to build up. And to do this, I am going to be using some bleach. Yes, I'm using this. The reason I love using the Winter Spice bleach so much is A, it smells delicious, and B, it's just super cheap and it does the job. So if you don't want to use bleach, you can go ahead and use an antibacterial dish soap. That also works really well to do your sides, but for today I'm going to be using this. I'm going to fill up the sink and we are going to go ahead and do the sides. Then we are going to press on to the floor. I'm going to discuss with you the importance of floor cleaning and bad odours. Okay, so first things first, let's fill up our sink with our bleach. Okay guys, so here's the thing when it comes to odours in the kitchen. You can get odours from loads of different places: the sink, the sides, the oven, chopping boards, and the best way to remove them is by cleaning. So like I said, I'm going to wipe down all these sides. As you are going, what you want to do is move everything out the way. So the toaster, the kettle, anything that's kind of in the way where old food can stick and get stagnant, what will happen is it will cause bacteria to rot, and that will then release bad odours. So any kind of surface area in your kitchen, just make sure that you are giving it a thorough clean down with, like I said, either bleach or antibacterial dish soap. Whichever you want to use is fine. So next up, we are going to move on to the floor. It is morning, the floor hasn't been hoovered yet. There are already bits of paper. There will be bits of food for sure over my kitchen floor, and I do not want those bits of food staying there because, like I said earlier, any food that kind of just sits, it is a breeding ground for bacteria, and that is then going to cause bad smells within your kitchen. So at this stage, what I'm going to do is the whole floor, but with a twist. We are going to be pulling out behind the oven and getting that clean behind there, and the fridge as well. I wanted to do this with you guys because if you've got any kind of room, which I do have, if you can see, like there's kind of annoying little gaps next to my oven, and underneath, a lot of the time the children, when they're running around, or Luna when she's playing in here, can knock things underneath. Now if one of those things happens to be, I don't know, a piece of bread or a piece of pasta that might have fallen on the floor, that is then going to start to rot. It is then going to stink, thus making your kitchen smell. So let's crack on and pull these bad boys out. Okay guys, so here we are. I have moved the oven out of its place. As you can see, there are little pieces of food, and also the side bit here, I don't know if you can see it, it's not like mega bad, but there is some sort of spillage there for sure. Can you see those kind of lines going down? So all of that needs to be wiped over with my bleach and hot water, just to make sure that any bacteria that's lurking there can get killed off and no bad smells will linger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? So let's start cleaning this mess up, and then we will move on to the next phase. If you don't want to use bleach for this, once again, you can go ahead and use antibacterial dish soap. Just make sure that it is antibacterial though. Thank you. Okay guys, next up on our bad odour list is the indoor bin. It goes without saying, in the trash you throw food waste and other grim things, and if it sits there for too long, it is going to smell. So it is always nice to keep on top of your bin. I have already done a bin cleaning video, so go and check that out if you want to have a look at it. But in between that, what is a really useful way of keeping the bin fresh is this. These are by Designer Fragrances. It's the Blast Can Air Freshener and Sanitizer. I cannot express to you enough how delicious these smell. They come in loads of different flavours, and you literally only need one blast. Don't make the mistake I did. I went around like it was some sort of like full-blown air freshener. It isn't. You literally need just one blast like that, and that's enough. So do it inside the bin like that, so then it just creates a nice, you know, smoking effect. And this bin instantly smells like, well, it kind of smells like an aftershave, this one. This is the Black Code one. And it is also a sanitizer. Why they don't have these in supermarkets, I will never know, because, I mean, they're just delightful. So, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Morrison's, Asda, Tesco's, Ocado. If you're watching, we'd like some of these, please. Down the cleaning aisle, many thanks. Okay guys, so now we are going to vacuum the floor. When it comes to odours within your house, my best advice before you vacuum would be to make sure you are working with a clean floor space. If you've got stuff around, you're then going to be going around it, and then you might end up not picking up a piece of food that might have slipped the net. So it's always best to work with a completely clear area. We're going to vacuum now. Okay, next up we are going to press on to the mopping. For this I'm going to be using the Sephora Festive Fireside because it smells joyful and triumphant. So I'm going to be using some of this with some boiling hot water in my mopping bucket, just to make the floor smell delicious and kill off any bacteria that may be lurking on the kitchen floors. once your kitchen has been cleaned and is feeling fresh again, I am then going to go ahead and use another one of these blast cans just to add a little fragrance in the air. I'm going to be using this fresh linen one. It smells delicious, and it's just going to be a quick blast like that. That will last the whole day. So anyone that then comes into my house, they will be greeted with a clean, fresh fragrance in my kitchen rather than the smell of spaghetti carbonara. Thanks for watching today's vlog, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, go ahead and click on the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will be back again on Sunday with some more Hayley's help. So until then, smell you later.